Summer break for everybody, but not for us. It is time for the summer season. And we are going to start in the Draft A-B division with the Summer Storm against Street Force. Welcome to the Rshl, Daniel Wilson here. Well, with this year's Draft A-B division, there's going to be one rule change, and that we are going to play 10-minute periods instead of 14. But this is just for this season, so we will go back to 14-minute periods on the fall season. And the C division will stick with 14-minute periods, which we'll get to later this season. So we have an unusual setup for this matchup. Even though it's the Draft A-B division, where the captains pick their players before the season starts, Street Force is just themselves. They are coming from the B division to fill in the fourth spot, so they're technically not a draft team, but they are going to play this season, and they're going up against some very experienced players in this league. For the Summer Storm, there is noticeably a lot of C names in their lineup. We got both Cassettas, Chip Carter, Darren Chernoff, Dean Clifford, Tim Corrigan, and Mark Kamoshi in the net. So we'll see how this goes. So far, offense looks like it's up and running. 4 goals in their previous game. Can they build on that? Well, there's going to be no breakdown this time because this is a draft game. So with that, the start of our summer season is next. Officials for this game, Tony DiGiacomo at center and Kevin Frost on the boards. And as a reminder, we are playing 10-minute periods instead of 14. But this is just limited to the draft division for this season. As we are underway, as Street Force will start off with possession, staying up to Nathan Wilson, but it goes back the other way for Summer Storm, but turn it over pretty quickly and lofted out of play by Wilson. So unlike Summer Storm, Street Force is coming in with a very familiar team. They know what their strengths and weaknesses are. They have the chemistry. Of course, their defensive arrangement is what they are trying to work on, and it seems to be their main problem. As they go into the slot, poked away, it looks like Tim Corrigan attempted a chance. Back to the point, attempted shot, glove save by Greg Parlanti in the net. So for this season, he's going to be the main goaltender for Street Force instead of Daniel Wilson. He'll be just playing in the C division for this season, but he is expected to make a return in the fall season when that time comes. Mr. Prusia, a member returning to the league. It's been a while since we've seen him. So they've brought back some old players as well as bring in some new ones. Let's see how this arrangement works out. Poked away, and it goes to Nathan Wilson. Turned it over. Fighting for control. Does get it back to the other way. Taking a look. Centers can't get a shot off. Backhanded and knocked away by Kamoshi behind the net. Wilson picks up and will try to send it around, but it goes over to Summer Storm. Corrigan tried to get a move, unable, knocked back by Prusia. Staying at the point. Looks at a shot, blocked by his own man by Jack Edgecombe. And back the other way. Gets around one, gonna get around two, just barely, but it's gonna be gloved down by Parlanti. And our captain, Brian Hooks, now on the floor at the point. If he's the guy that chose the players for his team, we'll see if he made the right choices. He did. And it'll be Logan staying back for Street Force, tried to pass it up to Coscarelli, knocked away. Cassetta Not and blocked and taken away by Coscarelli, trying to start an attack, poked away, and now it is back over to Coscarelli again. To Ritter, and a man down, but here's a shot off the post. The man down, trying to see who that is. In the meantime, the attack going the other way. Summer Storm by a poke back, and they will get one change. Hearing the call, does a long shot and a stick save by Parlanti. In the corner, tries to set her up, and a great save by Parlanti off the one-timer. And looking for control, and it'll be lofted out, and it will be back in the Street Force zone.
You good, man?
But a one-timer straight across the net, and just had enough time for Parlanti to react to that shot. Guys. And tossed up for control. Goes to the Summer Storm. Shot. Saved by Parlanti. Trying to get a second chance. Can't quite get a clean shot. Off the boards. Fighting for control. Two gray jerseys. And back to Di Piero. Centers. Nobody available. Nathan Wilson. You're hearing the call from Parlanti. He likes to shout out orders to the team, and he is telling them to get moving. Summer Storm again with possession. Back and forth they go, and we'll set it up.
Robert, what's up?
Set it with a shot and a save by Parlanti as it goes into the corner. Just glanced off the blocker, it looked like. Looking for control. It'll be Edgecombe. Runs into traffic, trying to get away. Unable. Summer Storm has control. Shot. Score! There's your first goal. And Summer Storm up 1-0. Darren Chernoff gets credit for that one. Off the boards, looking for control to be poked back by Di Piero. And it's offside against Street Force. Off the draw and an easy win for Edgecombe. Wilson gets around one, but unable to get through two, but Hook sends it out of play, and it will go right beside Mark Kamoshi. And it will be back to the Street Force shot. Where is it? It's going to into the corner. Edgecombe centers, intended that one. It looked like for Ritter. Here's Edgecombe again in the slot. Being driven out. Two red jerseys outside the slot. Back the other way. Poked in by Prussia. Holding on, tried a shot, whiffed it, poked away by Hooks. Into the corner, holds on, trying to hold on. Now circles back, goes down, trying to draw a call, none called. Back to Prussia. Here's a shot, didn't get all of it. Try to go back to the slot, take it away. Cassetta. Crosses, shot, didn't get a clean one-timer. Behind the net, back to Cassetta. Back around it goes. Summer Storm once again, back over to Hooks. 3:14 remaining in the first period. Turn off of the shot, and a pad save. Everybody's looking for it, and we got a whistle of what happened here. I didn't see what the call was. And it looks like Alexander took a nasty hit and heads to the bench.
What's hacking the boards and stuff, right?
Another face-off win by the Street Force. Perugia circles around. Plays out the boards intended for Edgecombe. Are they going to get an icing? Yes, they are.
hacking in.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, right there?
Yeah.
That's where I got that. I still have
And another win for the Street Force. Off the boards over to Nathan Wilson. Well, they can at least get control at the start of the play. Yeah, as Hooks tries to poke it back in. Turn off again with control. Circles. Crosses, but it goes back across the line and they have to go back. And I believe that's Peterson that passes it over to Hooks, and now it's Tim Corrigan through center. Gets around Stain, but will overshoot the self-pass over to Prussia. Here's Cassetta in the corner. Centers, unable to get a shot, and Parlanti covers. And a face-off win for Street Force. Here's a shot that is blocked into the corner. It'll be picked up by Prussia. Behind the net. Chernoff connects. Goes back to the point. Peterson with a shot and a 6 save. Down low by Parlanti. 3-on-2 for Wilson. Wilson holding on now. Tries a shot that's blocked by Hooks. We'll pick it up. Half-end boards. Trying to shake off Hooks in the corner, and he goes down. No call for that one, and here comes Corrigan the other way. Corrigan takes it to the corner. Looks at Prussia, passes one off of him, back behind the net. Prussia takes it away with 25 seconds remaining in the period. Wilson picks up again, 3-on-3. Looking at Coscarelli, trying to connect to him. He'll pass back over to Ritter. Ritter tried to go to Staten, had to pass it in a hurry. They have to circle back. They got to tag up quickly with 6 seconds left. And let's see if they're going to try one hard shot. And they're not going to get one here. So 10 minutes gone in our first draft AB division game. And the Summer Storm get one on the board. 1-0 after one. Well, most of the face-off wins have been going to the Street Force, but that hasn't really mattered. They only got 2 shots on net. They can get possession, but they're having a hard time trying to break through the back check. As both sides get ready for the second period. And that'll be kicked away by Cassetta as the Summer Storm gets first dibs on a shot. Open chance, score! A perfect point shot off the glass, and the Summer Storm are up 2-0. That was Nick Cassetta with the goal. Here's a shot wide of the net. Nick Cassetta again, and gave it away to De Piero. Back to De Piero. Whiffs the shot, but gets some help in the form of James Cummings. Here's a shot, rebound, and that's high! And it goes out of play. I don't know, that hit a stick or what. That was point blank and he misses high.
Nice work, Jim. Nice work keeping that in there. Robert, nice work.
And we're trying to determine where to place the face-off. Yeah, it should be in the circle. The clock was stopped at 8:44, now will continue to run. And here's a shot from Ritter that goes wide. Back to Cummings. Shot that didn't make it all the way through. Blocked by Mike Cassetta. We'll poke it back to Chernoff, back to Cassetta. Along with his brother Nick Cassetta, but it's going to be picked up by De Piero. Kicked away by Cummings. Back the other way. He'll loft it out. He'll just dump it into the opposite corner. Kamoshi thinking about dropping it off, but we'll just leave it. And there's a lot of great jerseys out there. They just barely got away with too many men. Wow, how many great jerseys were on the floor? But here's Perugia, shot, rebound, and that's wide. And it's going to be a 3-on-1 the other way. Centers, try the shot. Where is it? It's under there somewhere. It is under Parlanti. He just stopped a bullet there. And a shot and a 6 save, and Parlanti is going to try to slow the play down and cover up. And back it goes to Coscarelli. Towards the bench. Back the other way. Grant Alexander coming back from that injury. Alexander lost control. Hook's trying to play it back. It'll go to Nathan Wilson. Here's a shot and just out of the reach of Kamoshi, but it got blocked anyway. Back the other way. Here's Mike Cassetta, poked away by James Cummings. Nick Cassetta with a shot, and that's tipped wide. Corrigan from the corner, back over to Hooks. Hooks holding up, shot wide of the net. Corrigan will pick up the loose ball in the left circle. Now back to Hooks. Hooks with a shot blocked by Coscarelli and goes out of play. And they're going to send this one back towards the center line. And it will be Wilson with the face-off win. If they can hold on for control, it will be Mike Cassetta for Summer Storm. Cassetta in the corner. He driven around. Open chance, save by Parlanti as Chernoff was left wide open on the near post. Toss up, still looking for control. Shot is blocked. Into the corner, Ritter will take control. Will play it off the boards and will be knocked back by Nathan Wilson. Corrigan. Shot, and that's blocked by Coscarelli. Tries again, and that is wide of the net. Coscarelli. Tries to go up, finds Ritter. Now has to try to look for the pinch from the defense. And is that offside? Yes, it is, but Coscarelli didn't see the call, and it's going to come back.
Yeah, I think it's on that side. On the big side.
And tie up on the draw. It will be back over to Peterson. Lost control. Here's Edgecombe. Edgecombe will take it to the left circle. Will button hook. Sends it across. Shot, and that one just wide. Shot coming from Nathan Wilson on the one-timer. Wilson again. Trying to get away from the double team. Goes to the circle. Holds on. Center. Shot. And a save by Komoshi. Nathan Wilson again. Back to the point. Here's Perugia with a shot and another stick save by Kamoshi. As Hooks getting tied up with Nathan Wilson. And here's Edgecombe in the corner. Centers. Can't get a shot off. Summer Storm back the other way. 3-on-2. Chernoff goes up to Nick Cassetta. Crosses for Peterson. Passes again. Cassetta holding on. Tries to set her up. Unable to get a shot off. As Steen trying to cut off Cassetta, and he will take it back the other way. 3:35 remaining in the second period. Summer Storm have a 2-0 lead. Edgecombe looking into the corner. Tries to center, blocked by Hooks. Sends out to Corrigan. Almost lost sight, and a 2-on-0 breakaway. Nick Cassetta over to Corrigan, unable to connect. A golden opportunity, and they let it by. Here's Edgecombe for Street Force. Wow, a 2-0, and they don't even get one on net. Knocked back in by Peterson. Cummings will take control for Street Force. Circles back in and has to look out for Corrigan. Does get it away. Nick Cassetta sends it back. Cummings trying to buy some time. Now we'll drop it off for Edgecombe. Poked away. And Perucci is going to get called for interference here. He was in the way of Corrigan, did not let him by. He's going to get called for an interference.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where'd it go?
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
That's I was standing there the whole time. It's my eyes.
Saw the aftermath. What's wrong?
And so our first power play of the game belongs to Summer Storm. Peterson with control passes to Hooks at the point. Nobody covering him, and now he has a shot. Now that one, a last second block, and now will be covered up by Parlanti.
I've done that 1,000 times, never got called for it once.
What's your number?
81.
And back over to Hooks. Tries a shot. Close save. It would have been high anyway, but Parlanti decides to just hold on to it. Tied up, and it will be back to Street Force. Try to clear, unable. Hooks will cross over to Peterson. Peterson crosses. Sure enough, at the right circle. Covered by DiPiero. So now decide to go back to Hooks, crosses to Peterson at the point. Now tries a shot, and now a tip tie. Here's Perucci with it. Oh, he scores! That was Rshl, and that is his second of the game. And with less than 50 seconds left, Summerstorm now take a 3-0 lead. Another tie up by Mike Cassetta, who will gain an assist out of that play. And now Nathan Wilson back the other way. Stick lifted by Mike Cassetta, trying to hold on for control, trying to get away from Ritter. Ritter from the circle, and a save by Kamoshi. And trying to glove it down. But is this going to be an ice? And I don't think it's going to make the line. Yep, it will make the line, so an icing. But are they going to have enough time for another face-off? They're going to try to get one face-off going. Got 3 seconds, see if they can get it off quickly. They're not going to get it. So 2 more on the board, including a power play. Summer Storm up 3-0. Third period, and the score makes it seem like Summer Storm pretty much has a good advantage here, but it's actually been pretty even on the face-off dot. And the second period was better for the Street Force. I mean, they got, both sides got 6 shots on net that period. That gives Summer Storm a total of 13 shots on net, and Street Force goes up to 8. As Hooks get into a physical battle, but that ball's going to roll to the glove of Kamoshi. Make sure you got points. Hey. And it will be cleared out, but this one is definitely going to be an icing.
Right here, this is how those points there. This is how the circle, that's you.
And it will be won by Summer Storm. Off the boards, going to Nick Cassetta, but kept in by Perugia. Well, at least he did for a moment. And here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Nick Cassetta from the circle. Centers, blocked by Staten. Mike Cassetta with a shot, and that's wide. Back to Nick Cassetta. He'll drop back to Hooks. Crosses to Peterson. Shot saved by Parlanti. And trying to clear out. Knocked back in. Nick Cassetta back to Mike Cassetta. Mike back to Nick. And now we'll go over to Peterson at the point. Back to Nick. Centers, and we'll go off the pad of Parlanti, and he'll hold on.
Yep.
Won by Summer Storm. Nick Cassetta trying to hold on. Now we'll send it back behind over the core again, trying to center up in the slot. Nobody there. That will be Nathan Wilson, but lost control to Nick Cassetta. Centers, blocked. Ritter, crosses, will be picked up by Coscarelli. And here's a shot, and that one blocked it going into the corner. Between Peterson and Wilson. Peterson wins the battle, and will take it himself. And now we'll feed it left over to Corrigan, trying to get away from some forecheckers. And here he is, Peterson with a shot, high and wide. Corrigan back to Hooks. And we'll give a return shot, and that one sticked away by Parlanti, and he'll hold on with 7:15 remaining in regulation. And won by Cassetta, but quickly loses control. Alexander for Street Force, poked away by Peterson, back over to Cummings. And that will be, oh, did that hit the ceiling? I didn't think so, but they're gonna call it.
20 seconds. I used to do it so hard. Is it in your wheelhouse one? Yeah. That's all.
And it will be Edgecombe the other way for Street Force. Trying to get away from Hooks at the left circle. Circles back. Holding on. Now over to Wilson. Shot is blocked. Back to Edgecombe. At the boards. Tries to go back to Cummings. Cummings trying to feed in his slot, and is going to reach Kamoshi. And that will be won by Summer Storm. Peterson plays off the boards, but gets over to Cummings. Beats it to Staten. And slides across. There is going to be a penalty called here. Well, who is it going to be against? That is the question, because it looks like both of them were on their knees, but let's see who they're going to call it against. It is a sliding penalty. And it looks like it's going to go against Street Force. They're calling it against Staten.
Hey Logan, you on your knees. Surprise, surprise, man.
And it will be a tie-up, won by Summer Storm. Hooks tries to feed back to Peterson. Can he meet the line? He can't. Wilson try to feed it to himself. Try to get a short-handed chance. And wow, Hooks went down pretty hard. It is slow to get up as play continues the other way. Nick Cassetta shot. Glove save by Parlanti. And a quick shot from Corrigan going wide. Chernoff in the corner looking at Perugia. Sends back over to Hooks at the point. Now across to Peterson. Nobody covering him, but Coscarelli is going to try to step up, and now it's going to be Chernoff on the half-end boards. Here's a shot that's blocked. Perugia backhands it out. Kamoshi will come out and drop it off to Hooks with 4:30 remaining in regulation, 50 seconds remaining on the penalty. Hooks waits for everyone to set up, and now we'll fire, and we'll get a block from Coscarelli, but still a loose ball, and it'll be a crossover to Edgecombe. Trying to get around Hooks, unable. Hooks beats it up. Was that offside? They're going to say no. Well, that was pretty close, but Chernoff gets away with it. And a shot. Rebound off the post on the outside. 15 seconds left. Peterson with a shot. Tip score! We'll see if they credit it to Chernoff. That was tip, but I couldn't tell which stick it went off of. Because if it is Chernoff, that's his third. And it will be Cassetta across to Nick, back over to Mike Cassetta, feeds it to Chernoff, back over to Peterson outside the circle, crosses to Nick, back over to Hooks at the point. Tries a shot and couldn't get all that one into the corner. 3 minutes remaining. And with a 4-goal lead, it's going to be a running clock. And we'll feed up to Ritter. Poke check by Hooks. Ritter trying to hold on for control, trying to get some help, unable to hold on. It'll be Peterson back in his own corner. We'll feed it around. Nick Cassetta crosses over to Corrigan with a shot, and that's wide. Back to Nick Cassetta. Well, backhanded it across. Intended for Mike Cassetta, but it'll be Perugia for Street Force. Perugia looking at 3 defenders, lost control. Mike Cassetta for Street Force through center. Crosses, nobody open, but it'll be Nick Cassetta taking it up off the feet of Ritter. We'll feed it up to Alexander. Try to cross, intended for Wilson, but it's blocked by Mike Cassetta outside the circle. And we'll just chip it across. 1:45 remaining in regulation. Looks like Summer Storm is going to get another win out of this, as Staten will walk it up. And Staten lost control. Chernoff's trying to look for another one, and he'll just circle just on the boards. Here's a shot by Mike Cassetta, and that's wide the net. DiPiero behind the net. It'll be Nathan Wilson crossing. Going over to Edgecombe. Trying to get away from Hooks. And that's been a problem. They can't get through the back check. Been a problem all game. That back check is just blocking all lanes, and DiPiero here in the call. It will be Nathan Wilson intended that one for Staten, but it'll be Peterson in the corner, off the boards. Take it away. Here's a shot just wide. Rebound, as is another save by Kamoshi. Behind the net. Another one, that's wide. 28 seconds remaining.
Come on, there we go, Nolan.
As Chernoff on a 2-on-1. Only DiPiero is the defenseman back. But they're just going to take their time, as Corrigan will just send it to the corner, just waste down the rest of the clock. Summer Storm are going to come away with this one with a shutout, 4-0, and we'll get another win in the standings. One last save, and that will do it. Back checking, Rima did all his work and secures the shutout for Kamoshi. And we'll get a win out of this game, as we continue on. We'll be back with a wrap-up.
And you know there's no 3 goal.
Well, Darren Sharp was credited with that 1 goal, so he does secure the hat trick. So he has been the go-to guy for the Summer Storm. And let's also credit the back checking from the defense. And they only had 1 sub to work with, so they had to endure quite a bit. But they do their job and secure the shutout from Markamoshi, as they will get another win in the standings. But we will move on to our next A Division game, and it will feature Blue Crew up against the Hoard. So, unlike the previous game, both of them are true draft teams. So, who are we looking at for this particular team? Well, for the Blue Crew, we got Kevin Ebner, Patrick Barbado, you got Ryan Coyne, Billy Machete, and Chris Young, Mark Zaleski. A lot of familiar names when it comes to scoring. So we may see a high offensive attack from the Blue Crew. For the Hoard, we got Chris Lyons, Robin Jacques, Stan Gill, and Rshl, Dave St. Louis. So we got a lot of more defensive players on the team. So for this game, it looks like the Hoard is really going to have to put up a brick wall, because there isn't really an offensive player that really stands out if they're going to go up against the Blue Crew. But they're going to have to try to transition some of their defensive players into offensive players. So once again, because this is a draft game, there's no breakdowns, so we'll go straight to the game, and it's up next.
Forward, Tony forward, Russ in the back. Gotta hit some steamers on that.
That also means we're going to have guys on the line ready to go. Good break.
For those of you that have done this slide, run 180 feet.
Officials for this game, Greg Verlanti at center, Kevin Frost on the boards. Again, based on the players that I see on the rosters, I'm expecting this to be a more of one team on the attack at all times, but we will see as we are underway and a race for control. Hoard has it. There's Giacomo trying to get it away, and now it'll be popped up and will hit the ceiling, and this should stay inside the Blue Crew zone. Now, I'm going to correct myself. There is one standout player for the Hoard. That's Justin Viverito. Here's a shot saved by Jim Trevis. As it'll be Schroeder will just tip it in as the Blue Crew makes one change. Across, and it will just lob it out. Blue Crew on the attack, crosses. Launches a shot and try to get a tip, but unavailable. Ebner is in the corner. Here's Schroeder. Left to Giacomo, he'll clear it out. Trying to look for Viverito. Robin Jacques with control. Tries feed left, intercepted. It'll be Ebner. Tries to go left.
You got your point.
And it'll be dumped around, and Stan Gillen will just leave it. But just changed his mind. It was going to be Jacques with control. And now here's Viverito the other way.
I'll go to that.
Viverito with a shot, and that one is wide. Looking for control, it will be Blue Crew. Jacques trying to hold on, trying to buy some time while they tag up. They do tag up.
Hey, play deep, play deep.
Crossing. And here's a chance for the Hoard. Shot saved by Trevis. Back the other way for Blue Crew. 4-on-2. Tries to cross. Instead goes into the corner. Tries to feed it in the slot. Where is it? It is still out of there. And now I'll feed back to the point. off the boards. Just outside the circle, holding on, tries a shot that is blocked into the corner again. Here's another chance, and one looks like caught the blocker of Gilliland.
Three.
Viverito
Two hands.
with a shot, saved by Trebus. Well, for the
Hold on a second.
with the Hoard having a lot of defensive players, it looks like Viverito is going to be the go-to guy, but then that would make him stand out quite a bit.
Hey, good try, man. Good try. That's all good.
And the clock is stopped. Got to straighten some stuff out at the scorekeeper's table. The clock has been stopped at 11:24. Oh, that's why. She just realized that the clock should have been 7:24. She forgot it was supposed to be 10 minutes. Still early in the season. That shot just went a little wide. You're forgiven, Alice. Into the corner. DiGiacomo still holding on. Tries the backhand. Didn't give it away. Trying to look for the ball lost side of it. Knocked down, but out it goes. Shocks across. Schroeder to go up to Viverito on the left side. Viverito tries to go back to Schroeder. A little too soft of a pass. Back over to Ebner for Blue Crew. If he can get the speed. Holds on. Saved by Gilliland. Centers up. Trying to go one more time. Takes a couple of sticks from Viverito. Back to the point. Trying to drive. Now back to the point one more time. Crosses. Blocked by DiGiacomo. Ebner again. Tries to center. Blocked by Schroeder. Off the left boards. Viverito up to DiGiacomo. Trying to protect that ball. Gets away. Shot. Score! Tony DiGiacomo gets the first goal for the Hoard. Great protection of that ball and gets him the point-blank shot. And then back it goes. All the boards. Looks like it was Matthews that dumped it in, and instead we'll be back over to Young, left. Back behind the net.
That's it. That's a quick play, Mike. You ready to run?
And trying to escape does. And I'll try to cross. In the corner, shot is blocked. Tried to go point, and that's intercepted. Chris Young trying to hold on. We'll circle back. Waits with it, and now start his attack. Looking at Viverito and Jux. Tries center. Intercepted. And now we'll feed it upwards.
Make sure.
Takes a look, now circles back. Now we'll feed it over to Matthews. Did he? Yeah, they kept the line, but it looks like Matthews is hurt. It heads to the bench. In the meantime, play continues behind the net of Trebus. Looking at Schroeder. We'll try to cross. Nobody available. Viverito. Looking at 3-on-2. We'll cross. Holds on. Now goes to Viverito. That's wide.
Come on, 9. Find the net.
Around the boards. Another shot. That's wide. Jocks to Viverito. Try to go to DiGiacomo. Gave it away. As Young will send it up.
You got support.
And now we'll beat out the boards. Chris Young with control in the corner. 4 minutes left in the first period. We'll try to cross. Having a hard time trying to find somebody. And now they'll try center up. Almost gave it away to Viverito. And a weak backhand shot. And that goes to Stan Gilliland, who will hold on.
Okay,
Ready when you are.
Toss up, and it's going to be back in the corner.
We're back. We're
Jux
back.
trying to find a way out of that corner. Looking at two blue jerseys. Now feeds up to
On your
Giacomo.
left. On your right. On your right.
Makes the line. Trying to get away from the four checkers. Now crosses to Matthews.
All you got.
Matthews holding on at the circle. Now we'll take a shot. Score! Matthews with a goal! And Matthews is not one that is known to score, but he gets one here. 2-0 Hoard. You know, it looked like there was a screen in front of Grievous. Then they contributed to the goal. Well, this game certainly did not go the way I expected. Holding on his lines. We'll try to feed left. Centers again, intended for Lons. He scores! And a quick answer by Chris Lons. Pardon me, that is Giangreco more than me. I'm looking at the beard and it kind of looked like him, but it is instead Giangreco with a goal. That's why I mixed up my rosters. Many apologies for that. I've forgiven Alice for her mistake. I don't know if she'll forgive me for that one. Here's Viverito the other way.
Call Christian.
Here's Martinez. Tries to center up for Viverito. Does. Goes back to Matthews. With the shot. Lost sight of it. And now here's Giangreco. Did I call that right this time? Here's Viverito trying to clear it out. It does get to Matthews and up to Martinez. 1:15 remaining. Shot off the blocker and covered up.
Give me 20 seconds, Mike.
A minute remaining in the period. Won by Blue Crew. And breaks it down. It'll be Jux.
Press it, press it, press it.
Blue Crew on the attack. Chris Young gave it away to Matthews. He'll tag up. Off the boards one more time. Young with control. Looking at Giacomo trying to buy some time. Trying to pass across, heard the call, but unable to get to him. It looks like Greg Shepard, if I'm correct.
Come on, come on. Good.
Off the boards as they will restart. Smith with a shot wide of the net. 17 seconds left. Centers. And he'll be blocked by Martinez. Winds up, shot, and that one looked like it got blocked into the corner.
Get him, man. That's good.
And we got a whistle. We got a penalty being called at the last possible second, and try to see who is getting the call here. The call is interference, and I think, and they're going to call it on the Hoard. So Robin Jocks has been called for interference with 2.3 remaining in the period. So the Blue Crew only have time for one shot. And can they get one off? They're not going to get it. So one period gone, and didn't go the way I expected. The Hoard ends up getting the lead 2-1.
Yeah, great.
We get ready for the second period, and the Blue Crew are on the power play for 1:57. So just a little chip knocked off the clock. And this time she remembers the 10 minutes for this division. And off we go. I am going to be pestering her about that for a little while.
Thank you.
And back it goes. Dan Greco. And it will be on the boards up to Ebner. And gave it away. And DiGiacomo thinking about short-handed. He tries a shot, and that one was blocked, but it'll head into the end boards. DiGiacomo trying to kill some extra time. Blue Crew back on the attack. And unable to get through.
Great play. You're good. You guys are good.
Back into their own zone as Dan Greco will chase this one down. Off the left boards. Low roller shot is saved by Gillen. Back at the point. Dan Greco, slap pass. Left boards outside the circle. Intercepted and lofted out by Schroeder. As Trevis will drop it off for Dan Greco. Just outside the circle, now we'll feed it up over. It's over to Kevin Ebner. Crosses, gets the centering pass. Shot, saved by Gillen, and he'll hold on with 30 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Tony.
And tie up. Went a little wide behind the net. Back to the point. Holding up, now we'll center up. Shot, glove save. Blue Crew still has control, tries to center up. And it's blocked by Schroeder. Another one off of Gillen, and Jocks is out of the box. And he's got a chance, but that is a little too far for him. Off the boards as Dan Greco will take control. And here come Blue Crew. Across, Dan Greco again. Shot is blocked and it hits the safety netting. Across it goes. We picked up by Viverito. 1-on-1. Shot saved by Trevis. Rebound, another save by Trevis. Third chance is blocked and Trevis covers.
Back. Hey, Michael. Hey, good work. You got the square over here.
As the Blue Crew reset, tries to loft it out, but it's going to reach Gill and it will drop it off to Jacques. Behind the net, trying to get it away, but it will find Schroeder off the boards. Back at the end boards, looking at one defender. We'll try to backhand it, but he'll go back. Fighting for control in that corner, and it will be out into the Hoard zone.
Open up, give him a choice.
And it's going to be an icing as Jacques was signaling for them to hold up on it.
Tony, tell Michael to pressure that defenseman if we lose it. He's got to pressure that.
Toss up and off the foot of Parlanti, one of our officials for this game. Matthews crosses to Jacques. Shot tipped up in the air. Where is it going? It will stay in the Hoard's possession.
Go.
Back to Matthews, tries to backhand it. On the return, back to Matthews. Outside the circle. Pop out, and a breakaway for Chris Young. Shot, saved by Gillen on the breakaway. Oh, Gillen makes another save. He's been keeping the Hoard's lead. Another shot, and that one was blocked. Shot coming from Young. Another shot wide. Finds another Blue Crew member, but that one's blocked by Jacques.
That's it, Tony. Stay outside.
DiGiacomo looking at a 3-on-2. And the Blue Crew's changing. That may not be a good idea, but luckily it goes to the corner. That was not a good time to make a change when they're on the defense. It will be an icing, and it will go back into the Blue Crew zone. And Blue Crew does win this faceoff, but give it away immediately. Shot is wide coming from Schroeder. Tries to feed it to the slot. Unavailable. Back the other way for Blue Crew. Center shot is saved by Gillen. Last second. Open chance. Can't get the shot off. And now Martinez the other way. Looking at one. Gets away, but has to go to the end boards.
Take your time. Rag it.
Martinez tries to center. Finds one. Shot wide. And a 3-on-2 the other way. Looking.
Justin, center.
Looking at Ebner and DiGiacomo. No, that was oh, score! I was going to say Gianfranco. It looks like this one's going to Kevin Ebner. And we are all tied up again. So it took quite a few tries, but we are tied back up. They gave it away to Ebner, trying to get away from one, but it'll be Matthews the other way.
Deep. There you go.
And he'll just dump it into the corner. Rivas will send it back around. Off the board, and it will be Ebner again, one-on-one. Looking at Schroeder, passes across. Trying to look for Giangreco. And will be sent around the boards. Hoard trying to get out of their own zone. Oh, almost got taken out. Will be dropped over to Matthews, tries to clear out. He does. Now a race to the corner. And takes a poke check from Viverito. They fight for it. Viverito has it. Centers up. One-timer save by Trebus.
That's right. Nice try, Justin.
Nice shot, Mike. They're calling Mike the whole game. So, hopefully it's Mike. Quick young player.
Back it goes to Schroeder. Lost sight of it. Here's Viverito. Shot. Pad save by Trebus. They clear out, but this is going to be an icing.
Line it up, boys. Line it up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, you got to step inside.
And by the way, the one who was in on that one-timer is Michael St. Louis. Here's a shot, just a little wide from Jacques. Michael St. Louis trying to hold on for control, but it will be Blue Crew one more time. They're having some trouble getting out. Shot and a save by Trebus. Well, now he's the one making the big saves now. Viverito again. Trying to shake it around into the corner. Shot! And another save. A loose ball behind the net.
Take down, Michael.
DiGiacomo in the circle. Shot! Save by Trebus, and he'll hold on. Now it's Trebus making the big saves.
Okay, everything but.
With 35 seconds remaining in this period, we got a close one here. And it will be picked up by Chris Young. Does try to find one. It looks like, I think that's Billy Machete, if I'm correct. Yeah, they'll give me a name in just a moment there.
12 seconds. 12.
In the meantime,
Make sure.
who is it? Ryan Coyne, that was I was looking at. Lost it out, but it'll hit the ceiling, and that will end the period. So, Blue Crew answer back with a goal from Giangreco and Kevin Ebner. And we are tied up at 2 after 2.
Two hands on the stick.
So we are getting ready for the third period, and this game was a lot closer than I expected. As we are underway, Blue Crew with control. Now looking at a lot of black jerseys, and is forced to give it away to Justin Viverito. 3-on-2 the other way. Along with Chris Martinez. Here's a return. Here's Martinez, and that's blocked. It didn't look like it was heading to the net. And here's Chris Young back the other way, 2-on-2. Pass it across, misses his man. And Matthews trying to swat it out, unable. Zach Smith, shot, saved by Gillen, and he'll just leave it.
Button hook.
As Viverito across to DiGiacomo, looking at Chris Young.
There you go, great
Off
play.
the boards and around.
Good smart play, Tony.
It'll be Justin Viverito. Finds DiGiacomo outside the slot, shot high of the net. And loose ball, look out! And it just rolls wide.
You got support if you want to press
Here's
it. You can press
Gian
it.
Greco. Tries to center, intended for Ebner, but he was a little occupied. And now Viverito looking at three defensemen. He'll take it into the corner. And we'll just dump it around the boards. Out it goes, and it will be Ebner again. Along with Gian Greco, but gave it away to Justin Viverito. He'll just dump it out. In fact, it goes out of play. And they're going to say it went off a Blue Crew. They said it went off a Blue Crew member. So they're not so sure, so they're going to send it to center. And it will be a Blue Crew with control, racing, trying to protect the ball. Shot in, a save by Gillen on the backhand. Holding on now, send it back at the point. Holds up on the shot, now I'll feed it. Shot is blocked coming from Gian Greco, and it goes out of play.
That's going to be a center ice feeder, right? Hey, got to get out here on the drop.
7.5 remaining in the third period. Won by Blue Crew. Shot, glove save, and then the rebound goes into the corner. Schroeder will feed it around. Get a return. Schroeder trying to get it away, and this is going to end up being an icing.
Hey, play that ball first. There you go.
Tie up on the draw, back to Blue Crew. At the point. Tries to speed it up. Viverito may have a chance here. And tries to feed it across. Instead goes to himself, trying to shake off one. Shot wide.
Go get it, Michael.
Into the corner. Gian Greco sends it over to Ebner. We'll get a return as they cross center. Goes left. Holding up on the shot. Now it will go right, intended for Gian Greco.
Okay, get in there.
And now here's a shot from the slot, and that one wide. Gian Greco looking at Greg Shepard in the corner, and now we'll send it over to Ebner with a shot wide of the net.
You can still get out here. You just want to be able to work down. There we go.
And from the corner,
Inside.
feeds it to Ebner at the circle. That's blocked by Shepard, and the clear hits the ceiling, and it'll come back.
You got a lace blown.
Yeah, I know.
Won by a Blue Crew. Will head across.
I could be this small.
Picked it up by Smith. Going up close. Point blank, it'll pop out. Here's a shot. Another save by Gillen coming from Chris Young. That one is going to be an offside. And they didn't catch the call, so it'll come back.
Tony. Shots, Tony, shots.
And back it goes. Try to feed it up, knocked down. And it will be Blue Crew back the other way. Coin crosses to Smith. Shot, score! Zach Smith with the goal, and it's the go-ahead goal, 3-2 for the Blue Crew. And that is their first lead of the game. It will be the Hoard. They're going to try to go for a quick attack here. Viverito having some trouble on the back check. Centers. Chance and a save by Trebus. Matthews trying to feed it up to DiGiacomo. He does get it. Tries to go towards the slot. Holds on, now drops back to Jocks. And a save by Trebus. Around the boards.
Go ahead, Brad. You got it. You got it.
Back it goes to Matthews. Matthews into the corner. Martinez trying to fight off a defender. Gets it to Viverito. Backhand and score! Justin Viverito, the backhand, and back to a tie game we go. Toss up. Michael to St. Louis. We'll play it back over to. Here's Shepard with a shot. That's wide. Now, the other rule change that we have to mention is that instead of the 3-minute stop clock, it is 2 minutes. Here's a feed across intended for Gian Greco. And Gian Greco from the corner feeds it to Ebner. Score! Ebner again, and he has the go-ahead goal. Another lead change.
Ebner from Gio.
So the Blue Crew regained the lead, but again we have a 2-minute stop clock from this point out. Viverito tries to feed the Shepard, and another shot from Viverito in the corner. DiGiacomo, that's blocked. Regains control. Shot, that's blocked. To the corner. St. Louis. Up close. Where is it? Is it in? Where is it? I don't see a goal call. And the clock stops at 1:38.
On that, Tony. On that, baby.
So 1:38. Golan still in the net, but that might change. We will see. As DiGiacomo try to go to Martinez, and that is Machete, the guy I was trying to refer to earlier. Here's Viverito, trying to feed across, intercepted by Smith. Left over to Chris Young. A minute 15 remain here. Smith with a chance, goes high. It's swatted back in. Jocks with control, but has to get away from the big guy, Zach Smith. And out it goes, and it will be an icing. And if they were considering pulling Gill, and they can't do that now, it's minute 2, and the face-off will occur in their own zone.
Hey, do we have a timeout?
Yeah. Yeah, the Hoard was considering using their timeout, but they are going to play on. It's going to be Viverito looking at Gian Greco. Shot at a last-second save by Trebus with 50 seconds remaining. And now they're considering pulling Gillen. Gillen is walking to the bench. And it looks like they are going to call him out. So an empty net. And a shot. That's blocked Shepard again. Crosses. Shot is wide.
Hustle!
It is Jan Greco crossing. He's going to try to go for the empty net. It's wide. But the clock will continue. 30 seconds left.
Quick.
Jan Greco. That's Giacomo. It's easy to stumble over their names. But he's got an open net. Oh, how do you hit the frame? Glove down. They're going to try it again. No, that's wide. And they are just killing time. At this point, it looks like Blue Crew is going to come out with the win here, and they will. The Blue Crew escapes with a win in what was a very tight game. And Ebner will get credit for the game-winning goal. A much closer game than expected, but the Blue Crew just escapes and will get a win. But you got to give a lot of credit to both goaltenders. Some great stops. So clearly I underestimated the Hoard in the pre-game. But so there is some potential in there I have not considered, but well, they'll have to try the next time around. We'll be back with a wrap-up. So a back and forth battle between these two teams, and plenty of great saves from both goaltenders. But in the end, it was Kevin Ebner just breaking that tie. They were behind the whole game. Nothing that I had expected from this game entirely. I thought that this was going to be just one team on the attack with a bunch of defensive players, but I had forgotten to consider Justin Viperito in their lineup, and this guy is one of the best shooters in the league. But it's going to have to take more than him and Giacomo to try to get past any of these teams in this draft division. So we'll see if any of them try to step up. But Brad Matthews did score one. Is this going to become a trend? We will see as the season goes on. So that will do it for this game. We will be off next week, but we will be back with another game for you guys. Till then, from XL Sports World, this is Daniel Wilson. We'll see you next time around. If you enjoyed this game, be sure to check out the other games here on our YouTube channel at Raleigh Street Hockey. Also be sure to check out our sponsors at allblackhockeysticks.com. You can get an all-black stick for just under $100. Not a bad deal. Also be sure to check out our other sponsor, Hagen Hockey, which has some great hockey equipment for you. In order to get free shipping, just use the promo code Raleigh Street Hockey.